The Palace in Auburn Hills, Michigan was to be the site of the battle for the Central Division lead, but the Milwaukee Bucks have entered the picture, and they lead both the Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. Good evening, everyone. This is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr, and welcome to what still should be an outstanding basketball game tonight. The first meeting between the Bulls and Pistons. A Pistons team, John, which is slipping. They have only won one in December.
That's right, and they've only won one game, only lost one home game, though, and that was by San Antonio. They're a tough team. They do play well at home, Jim, even though they played some tough ball clubs along the way.
Well, that's it. Their record is deceiving because they've been on the road for 14 games and they've been home for only 9. So the Bulls, who have been a good road club this year, will be tested tonight. We'll return to the Palace and have the starting lineups for tonight's game after these messages. They were 13-10. We're set to look at the lineups tonight. First of all, for the Bulls, Horace Grant opening at one forward spot, and he will be matched up with Dennis Rodman. That's a tough matchup, John.
That is a tough matchup for him. A lot of quickness with Dennis Rodman, but Horace has been playing very, very well.
And at the other forward spot, Scottie Pippen, and as usual, he draws Bill Laimbeer.
Scottie Pippen has been in a run as late, really heading towards the All-Star game, doing very well.
In the middle for the Bulls, Bill Cartwright, very steady season so far.
Typical matchup of two big power centers, and that'll be Edwards going at it with Bill Cartwright.
And in the backcourt, John Paxson's got a tough one on his hands tonight because he draws Isaiah Thomas.
And Paxson's been shooting very well, especially from the long-range stripe.
And you need to do that against Detroit. And, of course, Michael Jordan having an outstanding season, averaging over 29 points a game. And he's matched up with Joe Dumars.
His minutes might not be as light as they've been, though, in the last several games, Jim.
Phil Jackson's club 3 straight victories, 7-5 on the road, and 15-8 overall coming in here tonight. Both the Bulls and Pistons, as you see Dennis Rodman opening at one forward position, they give up some scoring to get Rodman in the lineup, but boy, he comes up with the rebounds. And last night the Pistons had, 26 offensive rebounds against Milwaukee.
And they still couldn't put that game away. They had it, they let it get away, which is very unusual for the Pistons.
And James Edwards starts at the other forward spot. Edwards gives him that scoring punch. He's averaging over 14 points a game.
And he's coming back off of sore ribs, Jim, and back to a starter spot.
And Bill Laimbeer, the guy that Bulls fans love to hate. Bill Laimbeer gives them good, solid play.
He's shooting 35% from three-point stripe. He'll be shooting long range.
In the backcourt, Joe Dumars, one of the top defensive players in the NBA.
It's hard to believe that Dumars is shooting 47%, but his defense is very, very steady.
And Isaiah Thomas, who tonight has a chance to move up the ladder in the career assist category.
That's right, Jim. He needs 5 assists to pass Lenny Wilkins. Then he'll trail Magic Johnson and Oscar Robertson.
Chuck Daly does not appear to be overly concerned about these 7 losses in 8 games for his club. You know, as I mentioned a year ago at this time, their record was 13-10.
He came back and told us earlier, he says, you know, I've never been coach of the month in November or December.
There's Hugh Evans, Derek Stafford, and Jim Clark are the other 2 officials tonight. The Detroit Pistons shoot 46% from the field, and their opponents shoot 46%. The Bulls shoot .513 from the field and limit their opponents to .469.
We are too close to the dust machine tonight. We are right next to the bench. We should be.
Michael's not even going to have to go very far to find us.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, but he found us. We're oh man. Oh. That's not gray, Tex. That's not gray hair. Tex Ritter looking over to the left. Well, I hope it brings him as much good luck as it has the last 5-6 games.
The opening tip controlled by the Bulls. And Paxson starts things. He's guarded by Thomas. Pippen looking in over Rodman. It's imperative that you shoot well from the perimeter against Detroit. Cartwright over Laimbeer. And the rebound to Rodman. shovels to Thomas. Isaiah, quick punch into Rodman. Thomas gets it back. What's the call?
Yes,
Offensive
sir,
foul on Rodman.
He laid the ball off and just kept coming and just trampled John Paxson on the play. So that's the first.
Both the Bulls and Pistons have struggled against teams over 500. Detroit 4-8, and the Bulls 3-7. Jordan had it stolen by Dumars, but he was out of bounds, so the Bulls get it back with 13 to shoot.
Good play. They post Michael up, but Dumars with the quick hands, he just came flat on the ball, knocked it out of bounds.
Last night, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan combined for 69 points against Miami. Now, Detroit's two best defensive players play those positions, Rodman and Dumars. Here's Pippen against Rodman. Shot clock at 6. Jordan from way outside, and the Bulls take the lead. Isaiah Thomas working around a Rodman screen. The Bulls trap on Thomas, leaves Rodman open. Now they rotate and cover, but an illegal defense against the Bulls.
Well, this is a tough deal now against the Bulls this early in the game, Jim, because they like to go isolation later on the Pistons, and they'll use Isaiah and Lane Beer in a screen roll, and you try to cheat on him, you really can get caught into a... There it is in isolation now. They'll try to do it again.
Thomas around the Edwards pick. Cuts back around it again. Steps inside. Rodman had it pop loose. Pass outside loose. It'll be over and back, and the Bulls have it. So the Bulls force the Pistons into a turnover.
They came right back with double teaming after being caught in illegal defense, which is something you think they might be a little gun shy of, Jim. But the Bulls have played pretty good defense in the first quarter.
I like this approach, too. The idea is get it out of Isaiah's hands. Double him, make him give it up. Here's Jordan, and the Bulls have the 4-0 lead. The Bulls have never won a regular season game in this building. They upset the Pistons in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, though, a couple years ago here. They did it shooting the ball well. Off the ball, we get a whistle. Bill Cartwright picks up the foul. And Detroit to come in. The Bulls a 4-0 lead. Pistons have it in play. Joe Dumars from the outside. Yeah, right. He's not shooting very well.
Yeah, right.
I'll believe that when I see it. Cartwright against Edwards. Cartwright a move to the hoop. Good job by Bill Cartwright. Bulls getting something going to the hoop.
That'll be classical matchup, man. Edwards and Bill Cartwright.
Isaiah Thomas trying to get free. Has it knocked away. A foul on Paxson. Boy, the Bulls are spending a lot of attention on Isaiah. They had him trapped along the baseline. He was able to slip through, and Paxson reached in and fouled him.
You're right. This time it was a one-on-one situation. They got him down low, but Cartwright did step out. Pax had a piece of the ball, but that should let, if they're going to double him, that should let Isaiah catch and pass Lenny Wilkins in this quarter and those assists he needs. That first free throw was good by Isaiah.
And the second one draws the Pistons to within 2. 9:45 left, opening quarter. Paxson looking for Jordan in the post. They swing it perimeter. Pippen has it. Now Jordan out front on the drive. Pippen picks up the loose ball against Rodman. 8 to shoot. Pippen with a fake. Has the shot blocked by Rodman. Cleared by Lambier. Ahead to Dumars. Detroit down looking to tie. Dumars across the lane. Thomas against Paxson. Scoop pass inside, snuffed at the basket. Ball loose on the floor. And a jump ball is called.
Isaiah tried to break down the defense. He got in there, laid the pass off, but the Bulls had all those red shirts around that free throw area. And we got a big jump ball here between Horace and
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, yeah.
And the tip controlled by the Bulls. Here's Jordan around a Grant pick. Picks up a loose ball. Underneath Cartwright, shoots it over Lambier. Bill Cartwright with 4, and the Bulls have an 8-4 lead. Edwards Takes Cartwright right of the lane. James Edwards with his first two. Shot clock is at 15. Horace Grant from the outside. And Lambier the rebound. Detroit out looking to tie. Isaiah Burns into the front court. Takes the outside shot and ties the game. So the Pistons with the last four. And they're doing a good job of guarding that painted area. Pippen around a pick of Grant. Picked up by Lambier. Scotty on the drive into the lane. Lefty flip won't go. Rodman the rebound. Ahead to Dumars. Detroit down looking for the lead. Edwards in on Paxson. Offensive foul on James Edwards.
Wrong man to handle it on the break, Jim. They give it to the big man on the left coming in. Pax, all he had to do was get position. He was going to get the offensive foul. And Isaiah with 2 assists already in the game comes down, gives it to him. Good play.
So again, the Bulls with a chance to regain the lead. Pippen holding on Rodman. Paxson delivers to Grant. Here's Jordan against Dumars. 8 to shoot. Jordan turns foul line and fires. Boy, Michael Jordan has hit 3 tough shots. It's a 2-point Bulls lead. 7:27 left to go in the opening quarter.
Well, he's going one-on-one with Dumars now, and you know that Rodman will be over there on him in a minute to give a different look at him.
Here's Edwards shooting over Grant. Lambier missing the tip, and then he follows it in. 10-10 tie. Paxson looking inside. Swings it to Pippen. 13 to shoot. Scotty picked up by Edwards. They're going to try to take advantage of this mismatch. Cartwright went away. Pippen's foul line shot. Long rebound. Pippen gets it right back. Fakes on Rodman. Pumps the shot up short. Lambier rebounds. Outlet pass deflected by Pippen out of bounds.
Now this is what they need, is a game from Scottie Pippen.
And right now we get a timeout call with 6:43 left in the quarter. The Bulls and Pistons are even at 10. The Milwaukee Bucks in Chicago Stadium. The first 10,000 fans receive a slam dunk travel mug. Compliments of the Illinois State Lottery. Michael Jordan with 6 of the Bulls 10.
And Jimmy, they've got 3 turnovers. The Bulls have been able to scratch each time off it.
Joe Dumars brings it up. The Pistons look for the lead. Detroit shooting very well early, and the Bulls not as well. Here's Isaiah Thomas. Man, what a tough shot he hit. Isaiah with 6, and the Pistons take the lead. Detroit 5 of 7 from the field. Ain't much on the inside. Jordan spins on Dumars, shoots it from behind the backboard.
He was behind. He was almost out of bounds.
8 points for Jordan. The game tied at 12.
And Joe Dumars is playing him straight up and making him go with shots like that.
Isaiah gets free, and then it gets rejected by Pippen. Now the Bulls back looking for the lead. Jordan against Dumars. Here's Cartwright against Edwards. Cartwright spins out, and Edwards slaps it away out of bounds. 11 on the shot clock.
Good play that time by Edwards. We'll see if Michael lines up for that dummy play right underneath. Scotty watching him, but it's going to be tough to get through with Dumars.
Comes into Jordan in the corner. Michael going baseline. Now to Grant. Paxson kicks to Pippen. Wide open shot right baseline. Scottie Pippen nails it. Good job by the Bulls moving the ball to the open man. It's a 2-point Chicago lead. Thomas angling left. Dumars pops free. Man, Joe Dumars with 4. Detroit continues to shoot very well. Paxson right side off the ball. A foul on Thomas. Isaiah Thomas down in the post trying to guard Jordan. Thomas with his first. First team foul on the Pistons.
Just be out of bounds.
Pippen inbounding to Paxson. Grant. Jordan from the outside. Boy, Michael Jordan's got it stuck on automatic. 10 points for Jordan. The Bulls have a 2-point lead.
They're not giving him outside shots either.
Nope. Here's Edwards. And Jordan way up for the rebound. Now the Bulls with a chance to string a couple of hoops together. Detroit hasn't missed many. Last night when they missed at Milwaukee, they got the offensive rebound. Horace Grant in on Lambier. On the turnaround. Good job. Horace Grant with his first 2. And the Bulls step out to a 4-point lead. 4.5 minutes left. First quarter, the Palace crowd stirring to life. Thomas against Paxson. Isaiah trying to deliver the handoff to Lambier, threw it out of bounds. The Bulls have it.
Good defense again, trying to make Isaiah drive, but they're covering up well when he does drive, Jim. But that's scary when their point guard gets in that painted area. There's a lot of collapsing that happens.
Four piston turnovers. The Bulls with none, and there's one. A pass to Grant, and Detroit is steal. Isaiah brings it down, takes it all the way inside to Rodman. His shot blocked by Horace Grant out of bounds. Horace Grant snuffed him right in the basket. Now Vinnie Johnson and John Sally come in.
Good block as they came down. Well, he really lost the ball on the penetration the time down before.
They have it in play. Dumars.
Good block.
And a foul call.
Good block on that replay we saw by Horace Grant.
John Paxson with his second foul. And Dennis Hobson is coming in, so the Bulls are going to show them a big guard look with Hobson and Jordan.
Well, you made a statement, Jimmy, coming up here. It could be the reason that Hobson and Livingston were picked up. We'll see how they play in this game. They needed help off the bench, and we'll see how it does.
Dumars guarded by Hobson. Around a Sally screen. Man, Dumars, a tough shot. 6 points for him. Detroit within 2. Now Jordan looks for Cartwright in the post. Cartwright against Lambier. Cartwright across the lane. He rims it in. Bill Cartwright with 6. That keeps the Bulls up 4. Bulls are getting some good scoring opportunities in their half-court game against the NBA's premier half-court defense. Dumars picked up by Cartwright on the switch. Sally runs away. Dumars shoots the long one. Boy, oh boy. Joe Dumars with 8. Michael Jordan on the move. Dumars falls down. Offensive foul called on Michael Jordan. Not a good call, and here's why. Dumars just lost his footing. He fell down.
He was backpedaling as Michael made the move. Down he went. You're right.
He just locked up and started to fall, though. Michael did push with that free arm. Good one.
Right arm out.
That's a good call. Here's Dumars outside against Hobson. Under double team. Sally. Here's Rodman. Blew the layup, and Lambier misses the tip. The ball loose to Pippen. The Bulls the ball, a 2-point lead. Jordan against Dumars, into Grant, over Sally. And the rebound to Rodman. That initial thrust is halted, and so the Pistons have to walk it up. Vinnie Johnson against Jordan. Dumars over Hobson. Rims it no good. Rebound Chicago. Horace Grant spins out. Gives it up to Jordan. 2:10 remaining. Scottie Pippen takes the long one. And Grant almost had the rebound. Lambier has it. Detroit on the run. 2-on-1. Sally to the hoop. He blows the layup. Ball tipped out of bounds to the Bulls with 1:56 left to go in the quarter. Boy, time's a-wasting for the Bulls. Detroit can't get it going. It's a 2-point Chicago lead, 20-18.
Now it's time for the Pistons fast break. Everything's regulating the guaranteed season.
On January 25th, the first 10,000 fans 21 and older who've come out to Chicago Stadium to watch the Miami Heat will receive a Bulls 25th anniversary hat, courtesy of Miller Lite. John Sally missing a layup on a fast break opportunity.
Yeah, he took off too far out. He made a fake at Jordan and was way out, and then he just couldn't get it in for the dunk.
They've got Mark Aguirre in the lineup now, and Scottie Pippen brings it up against him. So Aguirre is in for Rodman. Pippen with 12 on the shot clock. Now to Cartwright. Cartwright against Lambier. Can't get the hook to go. Lambier had the rebound slapped away, and Vinnie Johnson with it. Isolation, Dumars against Jordan. Screen roll with Sally, and J.D. sticks another one.
I think that's good, though, that you got to keep their guards bombing them away with the ball.
20-20.
From that distance. Don't give them those inside shots.
Horace Grant on the turn. Can't get inside. Hobson backs away head of the key. Pippen looking into Grant. Grant rolls out. Pippen against Aguirre. Walking on Scottie Pippen.
He wanted it so bad to take it to him, and they couldn't get Horace out quick enough.
So Detroit with a chance at the lead inside of a minute. Here's Dumars off to the right. Jordan stays with him. Long jumper. Rim's no good. Ball hits on top of the backboard. And Vinnie Johnson comes up empty. Pippen digs it out. Scotty on the push. The Bulls with a fast break opportunity. Hobson reverse. Missed everything. Ball loose on the floor, and Aguirre has it. 30 seconds left. The Pistons with a chance at the lead. Aguirre against Grant. Makes the basket. Mark Aguirre took it in and scored. Detroit takes the 2-point lead. Now the Bulls will play for one. No shot clock. You've got the time in your picture. Jordan against Dumars. Off to Cartwright. The open shot. Tip, try Pippen, no. Tipped again, no. And Detroit leads it by 2 after 1. 22-20.
The Chicago Bulls 20.
Say fans for the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise. Visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the 18 Chicagoland Carson Perry Scott stores. It's a Piston pace. Down in the mud, an 80-point game working, and Detroit has a 22-20 lead.
Well, the Bulls were scoreless the last 3:26 of the first quarter, Jim. Things pretty even. 10 for 21 for Detroit from the field, 10 for 22 for the Bullies, and we've got a 2-point close game, and you're right, it's their pace.
Stacey King and Will Perdue are in for the Pistons. Dumars against Jordan. Vinnie Johnson. Dumars with 12 to shoot. And it goes to Aguirre, and a foul on Scottie Pippen. First foul on Pippen.
I can't remember Scotty going. Well, he did get one hoop in there, but he was really not effective in the first quarter.
They had Rodman on him for much of it. And now Edwards on the running hook. James Edwards with 4. So far, they look like the same old Pistons to me. Michael Jordan trying to get some spacing with Stacey King. King turns and shoots on Aguirre, and the rebound to Sally. Detroit the ball, a 4-point lead. They've run off 8 in a row. Mark Aguirre open. And the rebound on the floor, grabbed by Stacey King. Hobson gives it up to Jordan. Jordan around a Purdue screen. Scottie Pippen fakes on Aguirre, has it knocked away, but Jordan ends up with it. 10 on the shot clock. Jordan under heavy pressure. What a tough shot he hits at the foul line. And the Bulls are within 2. 3 Pistons hanging on him, and Michael hits it. Here's Dumars. Return feed out to Edwards. James Edwards with 6.
Bulls not covering up well on the outside shot. You saw a 20-second timeout. You saw Mark Aguirre come around a double screen and get an easy shot, Jimmy. Missed it, but he got that easy shot. And then James Edwards comes up with that uncontested free throw. The Bulls have had a hand in their face with every shot that they've taken.
Cliff Livingston will be coming in for the Bulls, and he'll be taking Aguirre. Livingston will come in for Pippen. It's a 4-point lead for Detroit, and 10:19 left to go in the first half. Boy, how about this for a stretch of games? Not only are the Bulls playing 4 games in 5 days, but they've got the Pistons tonight, and then Friday night it's the Lakers.
And the Lakers, after a miserable start, what was it, 2-5, Jimmy? Boy, they've rattled off some victories, and on the road or home.
Yeah, they look like the same old Lakers, right? And these guys look like the same old Pistons. Dennis Hobson takes it into the lane, shoots under pressure, can't get the bounce. A loose ball foul on Sally as he knocked down Stacey King.
The good thing was on that play, Stacey King going hard for the offensive rebound. The shot was a good one inside the lane by Dennis Hobson, and then going hard. Instead of just shying away from it, Stacey was right in there, but Sally gave him a little bump when he jumped for it.
Yep. Now Hobson against Vinnie Johnson. Pass into Purdue, stolen, tipped away by Vinnie Johnson and grabbed by Sally. The Bulls are still waiting on Dennis Hobson to make his presence felt with his club, to come and contribute night in and night out. Edwards, foul going to the hoop.
James Edwards just broke right down the middle as Mark Aguirre dropped the pass to him. Aguirre got doubled on this play as Purdue came over, and then he went right to it. Now, last night in crunch time, he missed 4 free throws, Jim, down the stretch, and this is one bad area of this man's game. The Buddha, they call him.
78% on the season.
Well, maybe it's because he came back from being out of several games, and with that bad rib that he's got, and you don't get yourself in the flow, you get a little tired, you don't shoot right. So he makes his first one.
And misses the next one. Sally tips, and it's knocked out of bounds by Detroit. So the Bulls have it down 5 with 9:45 left. Here's Jordan around a Purdue screen. Edwards picks him up in the switch. Now Purdue out high. Pass to Hobson. He misses, and it's over the top of the backboard and out of bounds.
Ball will be put in here on the side right in front of the Bulls bench. Sneaky 5-point lead.
This is the way the Pistons play it. It's 5, and then it's 8, and then it's 9, then it's 12.
When it's 10, then you chase it the rest of the game.
Here's Edwards against Purdue. Has the hook blocked, but a foul called. Foul is on Livingston.
Edwards playing very, very well. Keeps going to the middle, you would think. You would think that might be his best move. What would you try to do?
Take him away from the middle, make him go to the baseline.
Make him go towards the left, the fadeaway jumper. He's not near the basket if he misses, and you don't need 2 guys to try to stop him. But
he's got the first one. Purdue is out. Bill Cartwright coming back in. He had 18 points in the game last night against Milwaukee, even though, as Johnny mentioned, he missed some big free throws for them. Edwards again. That's in. The Pistons lead is 7. 29-22. Michael Jordan directing traffic. Out front, Livingston. Cartwright, 10 on the clock. Into King. Over Sally. Livingston's tip won't go, but Cliff Livingston was fouled.
And again, 2 Bulls in on the offensive rebound. That's Sally's second. And they both count, trying to keep someone off the boards. Now, you got to think that Scotty wasn't able to post up Aguirre. And when Aguirre was guarding King, he wasn't able to post him up. Let's see if Livingston can post him up.
Bulls need a hoop this trip. Here's Jordan against Dumars. Michael turns it in. Hobson, Livingston, shot clock at 12. Cartwright in on Edwards. All kinds of action underneath, no call. Shot blocked inside by Sally. Took the shot away from Livingston. Snuffed it on him. Big crowd making noise in the Palace. Here is Edwards against Cartwright. Score the goal and a foul on Bill Cartwright.
Edwards comes up with the big game again. He's their leader tonight. They've gone to him. He gets bumped. Comes to the middle.
Big basket. Timeout for the Bulls with 8:28 left to go in the first half. The Detroit Pistons have pulled away to a 9-point lead, 31-22.
And now it's time for the Farmers $8 million shot qualifier.
Craig Hodges has come on for the Bulls, replacing Hobson. Edwards with 11 points in the game. They're going to get on the tip back. Edwards ends up with it. Big burst here by Detroit, 15-2. Those two by Michael Jordan. Dumars. Jordan way up for the rebound. 8 minutes left in the half. Jordan takes it right side, gets double teamed. That leaves Cartwright open. Now Livingston. And Vinnie Johnson the rebound.
Guys are taking the shots that the Pistons want to take. Shots from the outside.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They are so locked in defensively. On a behind-the-back pass to Edwards, it's out of bounds. A turnover by Dumars, and now Horace Grant comes in. Kane goes out.
Well, that first run-through has been ineffective for anybody that's come off the bench.
Same as it was last night. Only 4 players have scored for the Bulls in this game. Craig Hodges brings it up. Hodges with 13 on the clock. Cartwright against Edwards. Boy, oh boy, Edwards smacked him one, and they both fall down, and now Edwards grabs his right leg. He's okay. Second foul.
These two are not the most fluid players. They're both solid. They're both rock-solid players, and you wouldn't see either one of these guys at Swan Lake.
That's the third team foul on the Pistons. Cliff Livingston to throw in. Edwards goes out. Lambier is back. Isaiah Thomas also back for Detroit. And Dumars is out. Horace Grant out front. Jordan has it against Vinnie Johnson. 13-footer. Yes, sir. Michael Jordan with 14 points in the game. Has he missed a shot?
6 for 6.
Well, he's 7 for 7 now. Here's Thomas. Aguirre. Isaiah with 10 to shoot. Finds Vinnie Johnson. Works around a Sally screen. Shoots it over Cartwright. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on Lambier as he pushed his way underneath. Lambier with his first 14 fouls.
That's his first. Team score.
A 7-point lead for the Pistons with 6:54 left to go in the half. The Bulls with 4 points in this quarter, and Jordan has them. There's a ball knocked loose. Michael ends up with it. 10 to shoot. Jordan against Vinnie Johnson. Aguirre's illegal. Now Jordan shoots it good right of the key. Aguirre ran at him. Michael Jordan with 16. Mark Aguirre just rolled into the lane, didn't guard anybody, and then he ran out at Jordan when Michael came with his shot. It's a 5-point lead. Screen roll. Isaiah Thomas kicks off to Lambier. His shot blocked by Grant. Cleared by Livingston. Bulls trying to get something in transition. Hodges pull-up jumper. And the rebound to Cartwright. Underneath, comes back with a shot. Banked it in. Offensive foul on Bill Cartwright.
Oh, boy.
Third foul on Cartwright.
Big move to the hoop by Bill Cartwright, and now he's going to have to be looking for some pine here as he did a good job. So Scott Williams is going to get the call.
And why not? Try to find somebody who can produce off the bench. Williams comes in for Cartwright with his third foul.
Checks into the Bulls lineup. He replaces Cartwright.
Isaiah Thomas brings it up. The Bulls are within 5 and 6:05 left in the half. Aguirre, Lambier against Grant. Thomas against Hodges. Underneath Aguirre. The shot's blocked. Foul called on Livingston. Livingston snuffed the shot on Mark Aguirre, but picks up the foul, and Aguirre shoots 2. Second foul on Livingston.
Post up, and nice little pass inside. He goes up, leans with that body, and Cliff Livingston draws the foul.
Mark Aguirre, 83% free thrower. Well, he's having a good year. 50% from the field.
He's had a good career.
Yeah.
A very good career.
Now here's a guy, a star player in the league. Comes to a championship caliber team, accepts his role of coming off the bench, just comes in and produces. And that's what the Bulls had hoped Hobson would do for him.
Well, you're bringing a guy that's a 21, 22-point scorer into the game for an Aguirre.
Here's Jordan. Hodges under pressure. And the rebound smacked away loose into the corner and out of bounds to the Bulls with a new shot clock and 5:40 left to go in the half.
It should be interesting to see Williams playing against Lambier, the rookie, and the old veteran.
That's the matchup right now. They double on Williams. Here's Jordan against Vinnie Johnson. Hodges 4-3. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by Aguirre. The Bulls keep it with 5:23 left.
Michael's saying keep shooting it, and Hodges gets those shots. He's got to keep pumping it in. That's what they want him to be, the outlet valve, and take those shots. The Bulls will get the ball inbounds here.
The last time the Bulls beat the Pistons was in Game 6 of last year's playoffs, and Hodges was a big key with his outside shooting. Michael Jordan is fouled going for the shot coming in from the right side. Vinnie Johnson on the foul, his first. And Michael Jordan shoots 2. So finally Jordan gets to the free throw line. This is the first free throw to be attempted by the Bulls in this game, as Johnny talked about that matchup. Lambier and Scott Williams.
Jimmy, of the top 8 scorers in the league, Michael Jordan is number 3. But there's 7 guys in the top 8 that are above him in free throws this year. That's the first free throws for Chicago, period.
Yep. 18 points for Jordan after the 2 free throws, and the Detroit lead is 5. Thomas against Hodges. In it goes to Aguirre, guarded by Livingston. Aguirre backs in, doubled up out to Lambier. 20-footer right through. Lambier with 4 points in the game. Pistons a 7-point lead. Jordan directing traffic off to the right. Hodges. Grant against Sally. 10 to shoot. Livingston against Aguirre. Livingston shoots it over Aguirre. Rebound Horace Grant. His follow blocked by Sally. Michael Jordan comes up shooting for 3. And the rebound to Isaiah Thomas, and Detroit back on the run. Thomas delivers to Sally. He misses another layup. Rebound fight inside. Detroit wins it, and Johnson hooks it up. Cleared by Hodges. Off to Jordan. Michael into the front court. On the drive. In for the left. Fadeaway shot. Tip try won't go. Ball loose on the floor to Sally. Detroit back on the run. Isaiah Thomas to the hoop. He scores, and the Detroit Pistons have opened up a 9-point lead.
Those are some good defense, but they couldn't capitalize offensively. Got a couple taps underneath. They just weren't there.
Livingston gives it up to Grant. Shot clock is at 10. Jordan from the outside. Boy, Michael's going cold, and now they're getting no offense. Here is Isaiah Thomas angling off to the right. The hoop here would put Detroit up by Dubs. Inside, Vinnie Johnson, he laid it in. Vinnie Johnson snuck in from the left. The Detroit Pistons have opened up an 11-point lead.
And that's the one that ties in with Lenny Wilkins for assist, Jim. Beautiful one underneath to Vinnie Johnson. Cliff
Livingston is hurt. He's coming out of the game. 3:19 left for the half. The Bulls taking time, trailing by 11, 39-28. 1989.
Jim, they have limited the Bulls to 6 points in this quarter, and that's what we said they do. They stop you with a quarter.
Guess who has scored the points? Pippen, in and out. Rebound, Detroit. Michael Jordan getting a rest here with a pass inside stolen by Livingston. Michael had played every minute to this point. Now Scottie Pippen coming back on the move around Aguirre. Scottie Pippen hits one. Pippen with 4 points in the game. Michael Jordan prior to that had scored all 8 points for the Bulls in this quarter. Detroit's lead is 9. Isaiah Thomas.
He knows how Isaiah felt, huh?
Lambeer is open. And the rebound is tipped out of bounds. It belongs to Detroit. At halftime tonight, an NBA feature on John Sally and his comedy routine, a Channel 9 news break. We will analyze the first half. Highlights as well. Dumars sticks another one. Dumars with 12. Pistons in front by 11. Here's Scottie Pippen. Kicks the pass out of bounds. Got in the air, ran into a dead end. Had no shot. Tried to bail out with a pass, and it went out of bounds.
Well, the other players now have to know their role of where they're going to be. Are they going to try to post up, or are they going to go for offensive position or set a screen? And they were just all gathered in one spot. Scottie went up, and there was nobody to throw the ball to. Turnover.
Williams on Lambeer. Now Thomas. 8 to shoot. Isaiah dump into Aguirre. 4 on the clock. Lambeer wide open. Rodman on the tip. Cleared by Pippen. Armstrong against Thomas. Outside jumper. Horace Grant the offensive rebound. Back out to Armstrong. 15-footer this time. Isaiah Thomas the rebound. Isaiah down on the drive. Nearly lost it. Now comes up shooting. Rebound fight. Tip to the floor. Scottie Pippen knocks it out of bounds.
Well, he had a little help getting knocked to the floor, but I guess not. So they'll put it in.
1:23 left in the half, and Detroit in front by 11. Joe Dumars from the outside. Missed that one. B.J. Armstrong the rebound. Bulls have done a pretty good job defensive rebound. Here's offensive foul on Horace Grant. Reached back and cleared out on Rodman. Horace Grant unhappy, gets hit with a technical foul.
He should be unhappy because of what they let go. He tried to get his arm over the top of Rodman, who's reaching under him, but Horace grabs the technical foul.
And Joe Dumars to shoot the free throw. Dumars hits the technical. 13 points for Dumars. This call happening off the ball down in the post. Well, you can see Horace did shove him, but
he's pushing his arm down is what he's doing on the play. But
the Pistons have a 12-point lead in the ball. Thomas against Armstrong. Isaiah dribbles it off his foot. Plays it into Aguirre. Shoots it over Livingston. They still score. Mark Aguirre with 6. Detroit has opened up a 14-point lead.
If they give that assist to Isaiah,
he's ahead of Lenny Wilkins.
He's ahead of Lenny Wilkins, right.
Williams over Lambeer, and Aguirre the rebound. Aguirre having trouble now, delivers it ahead to Dumars, and his scoop is in. Detroit by 16. Scottie Pippen coming back. Pull-up jumper. Bank no good. Tip won't go. Livingston over the top of the backboard, out of bounds. It's unraveling for the Bulls here late in the second quarter.
I think what the Bulls are going to be upset about is the trips to the free throw line. Jordan has been there twice, Jim. He got there in the second quarter. That's it. And this was something they worried about.
Yeah, but the difference has been Detroit getting action going toward the basket. You get to the line when you do that. Bulls have been pretty much perimeter with their offense. Dumars against Pippen. Shot clock at 11, about 2 difference.
They really closed the door on the rebounds. On the left, 14-2.
Dumars had it pop loose. Isaiah Thomas gets it, hits the side edge. Scottie Pippen dribbles out the clock. And after 1/2, the Detroit Pistons continue to roll against the Bulls. They lead it by 16, 46-30, the halftime score. We'll recap in a moment.
Here's just an example of how tough it was. With 5 seconds ago, he was able to hit one on the jump shot from the free throw line. And now Vinnie Johnson breaks down the middle, flips it over to James Edwards, takes a big giant step, says, "May I?" Yes, you may. The hook is good.
Let's check out the Phillips 66 statistics here at halftime. All Pistons 46% to the Bulls 29% from the field. Now, if you take Michael Jordan's numbers out, the Bulls are 6 for 36 from the field in this game. 2 for 2 from the foul line. Detroit is 8 for 10. Bulls are hanging in there rebounding. 24-23 Detroit with a slight edge. 7 Chicago turnovers, 6 for Detroit. And off the bench, the Pistons have outscored the Bulls 8-0. Michael Jordan, 18 points, 4 rebounds. Bill Cartwright with 6, Scottie Pippen with 4, and Horace Grant with 2. They're the only players who have scored in the game for the Bulls. Joe Dumars with 15, leading Detroit. James Edwards with 11. Isaiah Thomas has 8. Mark Aguirre with 6, and Bill Laimbeer 4 points, 8 rebounds.
Leading a total of 5, switching out. Isaiah Thomas now takes over.
Well, it'll be interesting to hear what would take place in the. They now just mentioned Isaiah moved up into 3rd place behind Magic Johnson and Oscar Robertson.
While we have a moment, Bulls fans, you can win a trip for 2 to see the 1991 NBA All-Star Game by predicting the starting lineups for the 2 squads. Send your lineups on a postcard to Miller Genuine Draft All-Star Voting Sweepstakes, Post Office Box 332, Milwaukee 53201. The lucky winner will be selected on our January 31st broadcast. You must be 21 years old to enter, and void where prohibited. All entries must be postmarked by January 19th. So the Bulls need a couple of defensive stands, and they need to get something going offensively. Edwards is fouled, though, and he'll get to the free throw line. Scottie Pippen on the foul.
Well, they open it up real quickly going to their big man. He just wheels to the middle, draws the second foul on Scottie.
Boy, oh boy. 6 for 38 for the rest of the Bulls. Michael Jordan is 8 for 11. And Edwards misses the free throw.
Edwards, I remember.
Yeah, he's what, 3 of 6 in this game from the free throw line. In and out with the next one, and Cartwright the rebound. Now let's see if the Bulls can get something going offensively. Here's Paxson. They put Jordan down on the post. Michael spins out. Now Pippen is there. Out front, Grant. Cartwright swings to Jordan. 8 to shoot. Into Cartwright, tipped away. Cartwright comes across the lane, fakes, lean-in shot, rimming no, tip won't go. Rodman the rebound, and the Pistons come out with it. James Edwards closing. Leaves the ball for Rodman. Isaiah Thomas, cross-court to Laimbeer. He comes up shooting. Book it. Bill Laimbeer puts the Pistons up by 18.
I mean, they only have 48 points, and you're in the second half, and they're up by 18. That's the discouraging thing.
Think about it.
It's not like they got 78.
That's right. The Bulls average 112 points a game. They are on a 60-point pace for the game. Here's Jordan from long range. Well, he continues to have a hot hand. Michael with 20. And it's a 16-point lead for Detroit. Thomas around a Rodman pick. Gives it up to Edwards. Shot clock at 8. Isaiah works around the Edwards screen all the way inside. Kicks for Dumars, and his shot is no good. Horace Grant the rebound. Let's see if the Bulls can string a couple of hoops together. Pack Pax for three. Yes, sir. John Paxson nails the three. 250 to Charitables from True Value, courtesy of John Paxson, and the Detroit lead is 13. 10 minutes left.
Wouldn't that be a turnaround?
Yep. It might be.
Almost forcing a 24-second violation and catching a three on the fast break.
Isaiah Thomas gets inside. 10 points for Thomas, and the Pistons back to a 15-point lead. Michael Jordan double in the post, shoots it anyway. Cleared by Lambier. Isaiah Thomas with it. Thomas trying to slip through a double team. Zip pass underneath to Lambier. He lays it in.
Great pass. Great pass to Lambier. Isaiah Thomas, just a fireball pass out of the corner.
Well, so far the Bulls have been good for what ails the Pistons. They lead it by 17. Paxson spotting up. Thomas comes to get him, and then Pax is fouled by Isaiah Thomas. So John Paxson gets to the free throw line to shoot two.
The second team's first.
Isaiah with his second foul tonight. First team foul on Detroit.
John Paxson at the line for the Bulls. He'll shoot two.
Good with a free throw. Well, the Bulls had felt, going back to last year in the playoff series, that they weren't quite deep enough to battle the Detroit Pistons. They made some moves in the offseason hoping to strengthen their bench, and so far tonight their bench has not scored a point. Rodman. Cartwright claims it finally. Pippen. Cartwright, 12 to shoot. The Bulls still on the perimeter, trying to get something inside. Grant looks in, 6 on the clock. Pippen with 3 on the clock takes the 3, and Rodman the rebound. The Bulls are taking what Detroit gives them, and Detroit is giving them nothing. Isolation play. Thomas. Over the top flip, not read by Edwards. Read well by the Bulls defense, though. Paxson spots up. John Paxson with 3. Another 3 and another 250 to Charitables from True Value. And it is a 14-point lead for Detroit. Isaiah Thomas looking in, 10 to shoot. Over Paxson. Lambier the rebound, Pippen the steal. Good job by Scotty. Now let's see if the Bulls can string a couple of hoops together this time. Jordan under pressure. And on the rebound, a foul called on Detroit.
James Edwards?
I guess so.
Fouls on.
3 fouls on Edwards, 2 team fouls.
Well, I missed that one. Jordan goes to the free throw line. That was after the shot.
Michael Jordan at the line.
Evidently, he called it on Michael's shot.
I would have liked to see that one. I didn't know he was around.
I didn't either. Jordan hits a free throw. He's got 21 points in the game. The Detroit lead is 13 with 7:45 left in the third. Michael red hot over the last 2 games. Makes that one. Actually, over the last 11 games, he's got a 62% field goal percentage going.
Good play,
yeah,
Michael.
The Bulls forced the turnover, and they have it back. Down by 12.
They doubled, and his Dumars looked away. Michael reached and slapped it. The ball went down, hits off his foot, and goes out of bounds.
Now off the inbounds. Comes into Grant, his shot over Lambier, and Edwards the rebound off to Thomas. Detroit on the push. Isaiah all the way inside, misses the scoop, but Rodman tips it in. He's fouled by Grant.
Rodman, his first hoop, but he knows exactly where his bread is buttered, doesn't he? He goes right to the hoop on the missed shot. He goes and follows it in, draws the foul on Grant. Grant's first, but he gets inside, just a little tap back in. So the Bulls start to close the door, and
they come back with a 3-point play possibility. Rodman, though, a 59% free thrower. His 3-point play gives the Pistons a 15-point lead. Paxson. Horace Grant, Cartwright. Now Jordan comes out to get it. 12 to shoot. Michael under pressure. Pippen has it against Rodman. Scotty with 5 on the clock. He can't get free of Rodman. Under pressure shot, air ball. Cartwright lost it out of bounds at 24-second violation.
They're waiting too long for Scotty. He's 2 for 13 now, and Wright can't get Rodman off his feet. He's been able to do that to opponents in the past, Jim, but not tonight.
Rodman's a great defensive player. Dennis Rodman's a defensive superstar.
He's on the all-defensive team. He and Dumars and Michael Jordan, 3 guys out there. He won't leave his feet. He stays square.
The Pistons clear aside. Thomas slips around him, zips a pass into Rodman. Reach back shot, a tough one, and Dennis Rodman with 5 straight points, and the Detroit Pistons have a 17-point lead. 6:45 remaining in the third. Michael Jordan around a Cartwright screen, turns it back in, runs into Lambier. The ball on the floor, we get a foul called on Detroit. Foul on Dennis Rodman, his second. Timeout taken, 6:35 left in the third. Detroit still in command, 57-40 the score. Hey kids, visit the official Chicago Bulls team shops at any Chicagoland Carson Perry Scott store and sign up for your chance to be a Bulls ball person for a game. Well, our next telecast on Channel 9 next year on January 3rd in Houston against the Rockets at 7 o'clock with a bullseye.
Next year, not too far away.
That's right. Jordan dribbles out and they send a posse. Paxson for 3 and Edwards the rebound.
Well, the Bulls have played better in the second half. You figure the second half score that the Pistons are winning 11-10, but they started with a 16-point lead at halftime.
Isaiah Thomas in from the right. Pippen blocks his shot. Grant clears it. Paxson's hurt. Michael Jordan brings it up. Jordan outside left. Dumars on him. 12 to shoot. Cartwright gets hammered by Lambier going to the hoop.
Out of bounds, and he's going to give him 2. He's going to shoot 2 and take it out of bounds. Jimmy Clark says that looked flagrant to me. So he makes the move, and he comes over.
Yep.
Gives him a push down, so it'll be 2 shots, ball back. That's Lambier's first foul of the game.
Bill Cartwright on the line for the first time tonight. 67% free throw shooter. Scored 6 points in the first quarter. And the Bulls haven't heard from Bill since.
Really haven't got Bill the ball a couple times when they first started the quarter, and then he's been out of it here. So if he rarely makes one.
57-41 Detroit.
And Beer has a reaction like, let me take off my mask.
Yeah, I was going for the ball. I just thought it was sitting somewhere on top of his head. Scottie Pippen into Paxson. Grant over Lambier.
Well, they get 3 on that play, Jim.
That's right. Delay of game warning against the Bulls, who trail by 14. 5:51 left in the third. Thomas. Foul on Edwards. Shoved off on Cartwright. That's 4 fouls on James Edwards. Keep this in mind. Last night, the Detroit Pistons coughed up a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter. So they're not invincible, but the Bulls are going to have to pick it up offensively and show some offensive prowess here.
Well, they had somebody step up last night. Jay Humphries stepped up big time with 37 points. The Bulls need somebody to step up big time here in this quarter.
Pippen against Rodman. Paxson. Cartwright against Lambier. Cartwright over Lambier. Rebound, Sally. 5:19 left. Now it's Dumars in screen roll with Rodman. Shot clock at 8. Isaiah for 3. Oh, Horace Grant doesn't react. Sally the layup blocked. Sally gets it back. Detroit with another crack at it here. Thomas out front against Pippen. Scottie Pippen dives to make the steal, and then Isaiah ties him up. Good play by Pippen. And stabbed the dribble away and then went after the loose ball.
And it's a tough move. This is a play that Isaiah makes an awful lot. Scottie reaches in with the quick hands and was not able to come up clean with the ball to strip him. So now we got a jump ball.
And White violated the free throw circle, so the Bulls have it. Down 14.
Isaiah's tired. He just signaled to the bench for somebody to come in for him. Not yet.
Vinnie Johnson ready to come on. Pippen on the drive against Rodman. Boy, Scottie, a tough night at the office. Detroit out and running. Isaiah score the basket and a foul. Foul is on Jordan. Let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago.
Dennis Rodman all over Scottie Pippen.
Scottie is 2 for 14 now, and Isaiah, who signaled to come out of the game like he was tired,
just gets a three-point play
on a fast break.
He's got 13 in the game, and Detroit's lead is 17. 4:18 left in the third. Jordan against Dumars. Man, Michael Jordan somewhere this side of Ypsilanti. He's got 24. But the Pistons, with a high school-like score on the board, lead it by 15. Eight to shoot. Sally off the drive. He's fouled. Now Vinnie Johnson comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Bill Cartwright on that foul. That's 4.
Well, Vinnie comes in. Isaiah goes out.
Spiders, Sally on the line for Detroit. Spiders shoots 2.
John Sally, quite a comedian if you watched halftime. Not on the court, though. He doesn't break in a smile too often out here.
That's his first point tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys on the Bulls bench wish that they had their first point tonight. Matter of fact, all of them. Bulls haven't got any points off the bench.
Sally splits them. Paxson digs out the loose ball. Here's Pippen against Rodman again. Into Jordan. Over Dumars. Michael Jordan's got 26. That ain't a bad offense. Just get it to Michael. Especially on a night where no one else can seem to get it going. Dumars counters Jordan's outside shot. Joe Dumars with 17. Paxson, Jordan. Legal defense against Detroit. Finally, the Bulls cleared out to the high side on the left to open the floor, and the Pistons were caught in an illegal posture.
You know, it's really amazing because Detroit's bench has done all their damage. Their starters have done all their damage. We'll talk when we come back, Jim.
Timeout, 2:58 left. Detroit in front by 16. We're in the third. 16-point lead for the Pistons. 2 ticks inside of 3 minutes left in the third. Michael Jordan has had a sensational shooting night for the Bulls. He has scored 26 of their 47 points. But you take Michael's numbers out of there, and the rest of the fellas not doing so good.
He's 3 out of 5 this quarter. The rest of the team 3 out of 11. We'll keep bringing up a statistic about how he has done so well, but nobody has stepped up here.
Now with 2:52 left, it's Jordan against Dumars. And the rebound to Detroit. Rodman has it. The last time the Pistons in Detroit in a regular season game was April 3rd, 1988. That was Easter. It was in the Silver Dome, and Michael had 59 points. Dumars, another one. Joe Dumars with 19.
He has got Michael looking behind him for screens, and as Michael just turns over his shoulder, he up and shoots it flat-footed.
An 18-point lead for the Pistons, their biggest. Jordan against Dumars with 10 to shoot. Cartwright comes out. Off to Cartwright. Open shot. Blocked by Sally. 3 on the clock. Cartwright under pressure. Fakes, leans in, throws an air ball up there. 24-second violation.
What Bill is saying, somebody had to be hitting Bill on the arm. He is really going after Hugh Evans and Stafford.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
We're inside of 2 minutes for the third. The Detroit Pistons with a 3-game losing streak coming in. The Bulls a 3-game winning streak, and Vinnie Johnson missing here. Pippen with a rebound. Michael Jordan turning it in right of the lane. Off to Cartwright with a dunk. Bill Cartwright with 9. Super play by Jordan. 16-point lead for Detroit. 1:31 left. So the Bulls have played all the way in this third quarter to this point and have not made a dent into that Piston lead. And they've run 12 more minutes off the clock. Isolation play, Dumars. Sally. First field goal tonight for Sally. Here's Jordan. Underneath Horace Grant. He scores, and a foul on Sally.
Another great pass by Michael as he got double teamed to the post. He found Cartwright with one a second ago for a slam. Now he finds Horace Grant there. Flips it blindly over his shoulder. And Sally with the foul. Horace with the strong move.
For the Bulls to run their offense tonight, when they have tried to go into the post, they've had to put Michael down there to score. Now, we've seen Michael twice make passes out of the post because he recognizes where the double teams come from. And that's a part of being able to play in the post, is that recognition.
You must have peripheral vision. You can't have the tunnel vision. You have to see around
He's
you.
on the
see
runway.
Those jerseys.
And Grant hits the free throw. The Detroit lead is 15. 59 seconds left in the third. Bulls have scored 22 points in this quarter. Vinnie Johnson doubled. Now Sally. Sally on the drive. In from the right. Lays it in. Foul called on Horace Grant. Now here's where the Bulls made a mistake. They run out at Sally way out high. You want him out there shooting from there. They run at him, and then he goes by on the dribble. Watch.
They double up.
Now they run out at him. Yep. There he goes.
Sally with a big play now. He just hit a jumper from the side. Split a pair of free throws, and
Sally hits the free throw. 3-point play, and the Pistons lead is 18 with 43 seconds left. Armstrong into Jordan. Dumars a foul. Joe Dumars with his first.
That's the amazing thing. His first foul. He has played Michael. Michael has made some spectacular shots. He started out, I think, making his first 8, Jimmy?
Yeah. 7 straight.
First 7.
Michael Jordan at the line,
He's hit 4 straight free throws tonight. .27 points. 17-point lead.
These two teams will meet again.
Christmas Day.
Yes, you'll be looking under your tree. They'll be looking in their stocking, saying Give me somebody that can score a couple points.
28 points for Jordan. Detroit against pressure. Sally fouled by Armstrong.
Well, they go to their bench and they got some big people coming down on you. You got Strongman and Vinnie Johnson, and Rodman comes on the wing, and all of a sudden here comes John Sally to life. He shoots 2 more as Armstrong commits the foul. Now you got Vinnie Johnson with 2 points in the game. You say, hey, we got a shot at beating this team.
Sally's 2 for 4 free throwing. He has 6 points in this quarter, however. Chuck Daly, we mentioned at the beginning of our broadcast tonight, does not seem to be overly concerned that they've dropped 7 out of 8. He knows that comes with the territory. And last year at this time, the Pistons had a 13-10 record. They come in tonight 14-9 after 23. Well, they've got a 17-point lead and about 12 minutes left. The third quarter winding down. The shot clock is at 14, about 5 difference. Jordan one-on-one with Dumars. Picks up Pistons on the way.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Michael Jordan going to the line, trying to convert on the 3-point play. Dumars on the foul. That's his second.
They take some time off the clock. Michael comes down with about 9 seconds on the clock, goes up, draws the foul. The ball hits the rim, grabs everything, comes around. Let's see if the Bulls try to press him here.
Michael's got 30 points in the game, 9.3 left to go in this third quarter.
And this is not a case of them giving Michael his points.
Right.
You know, give the guy his points and shut the other guys out. They're shutting the other guys out.
The ball loose, but Dumars picks it up. Now a long up-court pass to Rodman. Shoots it over Grant. Wow! Wouldn't you know, the Pistons would have the final say in the third quarter.
9.3 was on the clock when it started. A long pass. He gets it, makes a move, jumps up in the air. The clock is going to expire, but not before that ball goes through the net.
And the Pistons have a 16-point lead after 3. On Monday, January 14th, the Milwaukee Bucks in the stadium. First 10,000 fans receive a slam dunk travel mug. Compliments of the Illinois State Lottery. The fourth quarter begins with Michael Jordan on the bench. Armstrong to King. King against Sally. Got the basket and a foul. First points off the Bulls bench tonight.
That's John Sally with his 4th foul. Stacy made the good move to his left. The ball caught the iron friendly and comes on in, and you're right, Jimmy, that's the first deuce. They got a chance for a 3-pointer here.
Yep. King hits it, and the lead is 13. Pressed by the Bulls. Dumars against Pippen. Vinnie Johnson into Lambier. Pretty easy deal there. Lambier with the layup. Isaiah Thomas ready to come back for Detroit. Livingston against Aguirre. Livingston lost it. Vinnie Johnson tipped it away from him off the dribble, and now Vinnie scores. And the Detroit Pistons, just like that, jump out to a 17-point lead. Timeout, Chicago. 11-11 remaining. It is 77-60 Detroit. Indiana leading Washington by 10 in the third. The Knicks up 4 at Miami in the third, and Boston ripping the Sixers in the third. Armstrong takes up the slack. Aguirre had it, lost it, and Lambier grabs it. Isaiah Thomas brings it up. Isolation play. See the players high on the floor. You can clear 2 to the weak side above the foul line. And opens it up. And Lambier has 12.
They just just wait for the double team. Know where the man is going to be. The Bulls a little bit short on picking it up.
This is a 19-point lead, their biggest, and Scottie Pippen just looking for a turnover that trip. Sally. Isaiah. It's a 21-point lead for Detroit.
Well, you know, it's amazing, Jim. This will be on front page of all the papers in Chicago, but it'll be on page 3 here because Ernie Harwell got fired by the Tigers today.
That's
their
right.
radio voice of many, many years. Not a big deal for them, but for the Bullies, I'd say it's a big deal.
Isaiah steals it from Armstrong. Mark Aguirre, Lambier left open. Pippen the rebound. A three-point play by Stacey King, the sum total of the offense off the bench. It's a real struggle. Boy, Detroit so confident against the Bulls. They just know they can beat them. And Aguirre puts them up by 23. Aguirre with 8.
The Bulls are getting a little medicine of how the other teams felt when they came in to the Bulls building, and they buried them by 40 and 30, but not this type caliber team.
Stacey King had it stolen by Thomas, and now he kicks it away. And Isaiah.
Oh, he said Scottie pushed him out of bounds.
And he did. Foul on Scottie Pippen. Third foul on Pippen. Jordan is back. Scott Williams is in. Horace Grant is out. And Pippen is out.
Scott Williams and Michael Jordan.
Yep, he did.
Good call. 9 minutes remaining. Detroit in front by 23. Aguirre, Lambier, Thomas. Here's Vinnie Johnson finding Lambier. Oh, man, it's out of hand now. Lambier with 14. Another timeout by the Bulls, and Detroit has opened up a 25-point lead. They're on their feet in the Palace. If you take Michael Jordan's outstanding numbers out of there, Stacey King gets a layup, no basket, offensive foul. If you take Michael Jordan's 12 for, what, 18?
Yeah, 12 for 18.
You take his 12 for 18 out of the Bulls box. As a team, they're shooting 11 for 53. Isaiah on the run out. Fouled by Armstrong.
Chicago foul is on number 10, B.J. Armstrong.
Well, they come out of the out-of-bounds play, and as Isaiah runs to the ball, he fakes, goes the other end, gets the long pass, takes it on in. B.J. with the foul.
You know, the Bulls bench was lacking last night as well against Miami. Now, the Miami Heat with Ron Rothstein there and the Pistons, their defensive philosophies are the same.
With all due respect.
Right, I hear you.
No, to the bench.
Right.
Scottie is 2 for 16
That's
from
true.
the field. Now, he's got 9 rebounds, and he's worked hard in other areas, but he can't get a shot off.
Here's Jordan inside, the over the head. Wild, the ball loose. Foul called on the Bulls.
Chicago foul is on number 42, Scott Williams.
Scott Williams gets it with it. Well, it may be time to throw the water on the fire and get ready for the Lakers on Friday night in the stadium. 27-point lead for Detroit and 8:15 remaining. Up court pass tipped away, but Lambier has it. Aguirre against the rookie Scott Williams. And Armstrong steals from Isaiah, and on the release, and BJ gets the hoop. Well, there's the second basket scored off the Bulls bench tonight. Lambier spots up. Underneath is Sally. Aguirre, good recognition by Sally. Aguirre with 10. Stacey King.
Stacey King.
For Stacey King. Detroit's lonesome victory in the month of December was a win at Sacramento prior to tonight. Armstrong pops an outlet pass to Jordan. Michael gets his own miss. 33 points for Jordan. He's got 1/2 of the Bulls' points tonight. There's a shot by Isaiah and a foul on Armstrong.
Fouls on B.J. Armstrong.
Indiana trying to hang on at home against Washington. New York up 12 at Miami in the 4th, and the Sixers are coming back, but Boston has a 10-point lead in the 4th. The Clippers and Nets are tied in the 4th. Cleveland going for the upset against the Lakers in the 4th quarter at Richfield. Vinnie Johnson. Aguirre.
They're making some great passes down in the area, the painted area.
91-66. Jordan against Vinnie Johnson. Michael slips through, missed the layup. So now even Michael's shooting percentage starting to suffer somewhat. Isaiah Thomas. Lambier follows it in. Lambier with 16. It's a 27-point lead. The Bulls throw ahead, and Stacey King gets the layup. Now that the Bulls' offense has picked up, they can't record a defensive stop at the other end. So they're unable to cut into this lead. Boomerang shot, and it's collected by Rodman. Here's Aguirre coming back outside to Thomas. It's loose. Shot clock at 5. Aguirre out of the right corner. 3. Mark Aguirre with 15. It's a 28-point lead. B.J. Armstrong hits one. 96-70. 5:30 left. The Bulls steal. And Armstrong fires. Michael Jordan gets to the rebound, dug away by Rodman. Isaiah, fouled by Livingston. He'll shoot 2. Third foul on Livingston. Craig Hodges ready to come in for the Bulls.
Craig Hodges will check back in.
Michael Jordan checks out with 33 points tonight. Michael finished up 13 for 22 from the field.
Shoots 2.
Isaiah with 18 points.
Both of them.
19 points for Thomas. 98-70. Hodges with 12 on the shot clock. And Vinnie Johnson knocks the pass out of bounds.
Come on.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Cliff Livingston to make the inbounds pass. The Palace beginning to cool off as the doors are open. Scott Williams. Stacey King the rebound. A loose ball foul called on the Bulls.
No basket.
Cliff Livingston with his 4th. .447 left. Dennis Rodman is out.
He's fought in a penalty situation.
No, Rodman is still on, but now William Bedford getting ready to come in for the Pistons. Bedford comes in. Lambier goes out. Lambier with 16 points tonight.
Interesting statistic there. Bedford, I think, is like 4 for 7 from three-point range. He just hangs around out there following Lambier's lead.
Will Perdue getting ready to come on, and Dennis Rodman with 7 points in the game. He's shooting 2. He was fouled by Livingston. 2 for 2 free throwing tonight. 8 second half points for Rodman. King collects the rebound. Stacey King throws in a guided missile. He's got 9, all in this quarter.
Well, he's getting some good defensive play by Rodman. This could be good for him to know that he can do a few things against a guy like this.
Bedford, and Aguirre gets hit with a loose ball foul as he knocked down Livingston. First foul on Mark Aguirre.
Looses on Mark Aguirre.
Detroit with
Out of bounds, Chicago.
2 team fouls. 4:10 remaining. Hodges. Aguirre the rebound. Isaiah. Bedford takes the long way. That's what you were talking about. He's got some range. Armstrong past Isaiah. And Rodman the rebound. Lance Blank's getting ready to come on for the Pistons. Two-hand jam by Bedford. It's been the problem tonight for the Bulls. Too many Bulls shooting blanks.
Yeah.
Craig Hodges gets his first basket. Dennis Hobson will come back in at the next opportunity. About 3 minutes left. It's 101-74. William Bedford is good from long range, but those dunks he has a little problem with. And now Blanks comes in. Isaiah Thomas goes out. Lance Blanks, 6'4" rookie guard, into the lineup. Michael Jordan had an outstanding evening, but he was looking for some help somewhere from somebody, and it just was not forthcoming tonight. The over-the-top pass to Livingston comes off the rim and the backboard. William Bedford, Rodman. Shot clock at 13. Bedford around Perdue, and a foul called on Perdue. And a timeout will be called here with 2:24 left. Should be a timeout, right? Well, when it gets out of hand, I guess not. The Bulls have already taken the 2 timeouts. Aguirre leaves the game. Scott Williams will be coming back. Bedford back on the free throw line. Actually, Bedford's first trip there this evening. He is 6 for 11 free throwing on the year after that miss. Livingston is out with Hobson and Perdue, Armstrong and Hodges rounding it out for the Bulls. Tree Rollins is in.
Tree Rollins, isn't that a name out of the past? You forget that he was around.
He still is in this league, and the free throw missed, but Armstrong has it. DJ burns it hard to the hoop and Blanks the foul.
Fouls on number 32, Lance Blanks. That's his first.
Blanks with his first, and Armstrong shoots 2. 2:19 left.
Armstrong at the line for Chicago. He'll shoot 2.
Armstrong with that good streak of free throws going.
BJ hits it. It's 101-75 Detroit. Pistons are jumping their record to 15-9 and back into a tie with the Bulls for the second spot in the NBA Central. 2 3-game streaks come to an end. The Bulls' winning streak and Detroit's losing streak. Well, we talked earlier tonight that maybe the crocodile tears are a little premature as far as the Pistons are concerned. And they're struggling ways. Hodges gets his own rebound. Scott Williams on the tip in. Blanks under pressure. Rollins has it. Vinnie Johnson, Hastings. Blanks with 6 to shoot, tries the 3. Williams a block, cleared him out afterwards. No foul called. Now Scott Williams. Here's Will Perdue, found himself open. William Benford, inside pass tipped away. Benford on the reverse.
To the 3.
Yep. DJ Armstrong gets the 3. And the up-court pass knocked away. Foul called on Scott Williams.
It's a second, and it's a penalty.
Blanks goes to the free throw line.
Blanks at the line. He'll shoot 2.
Blanks. Well, he's got his first point. He's into the scorebook. Blanks.
Yeah. The lead is 22 with a minute left. Here's Hodges turning it in, off to Armstrong. Perdue on the tip in. Vinnie Johnson picks his way through traffic. Now Hastings. Williams the rebound. Gets it out to Hobson. 36 seconds. Hodges underneath to Perdue. He tips it away. Armstrong gets it and fires.
Caught his own pass. Well, I'm sorry, it's a travel. Went out of his hand. 26.2, and this crowd, Jim, their 112th sellout, 21,454, saying, hey, Bulls are back where they belong, and the Pistons are back on the beam.
Both teams 15-9 after this one. And a rematch on Christmas afternoon in Chicago Stadium. Blanks falls down and knocked out of bounds by Scott Williams. 13 to shoot. 1.7 difference.
This is the kind of game that Milwaukee sits back and laughs and says, I don't care who wins.
That's right. Milwaukee will be 2.5 up. Well, 2 up. Inside pass broken up by Perdue, and this game isn't over yet. That is a 24-second violation. 1.6 remaining. To make it official,